Uh, so good morning again and welcome back. So basically we started with mass storage structure today. So we are discussing about this diagram, that is how exactly the read write head moves front and backwards, what is access time, what is the seek time, what is the latency. So I also explained you what is the meaning of a head crash. So a head crash results from a disk head making contact with a disk surface. I told you each of one is basically called as a disk. Okay, this is a disk, this is a disk. However, a technical name is a platter. You can see here it is a platter. Okay, so disks can be removable. If something happens to one particular disk, you can remove it and replace it, but however practically it is very difficult. Not only difficult, it is costly also. So whatever amount you pay for buying separate disk, with that money you can buy a new hard disk only. So all this whole setup is basically called as a drive, hard drive or hard disk. Okay, uh, so drive attached to the computer via input output bus. So there are different kinds of buses, I think, which you have already studied in computer organization. So buses vary, including EIDE, ATA, SATA, USB, fiber channel, SCSI, SAS, FireWire. So EIDE is Enhanced Integrated Drive Electronics, ATA is Advanced Technology Attachment, SATA is Serial ATA, that is Advanced Technology Attachment, USB, all of us know, Universal Serious Bus, Universal Serial Bus, SCSI, Small Computer Serial Interface, SAS, Serial Attached SCSI. So this is how typical hard drive, controller. It is basically a disk controller. Okay, the data transfers on a bus. The data transfers on a bus are carried out by a special electronic processors called as controllers. The host controller is a controller at the computer end of the bus. So you could see. So this is basically a bus. Okay. Uh, there are many buses, okay, which are basically used. Among that, the most popular one are SCSI, that is Small Computer Serial Interface. Then most of the modern hard drives are also connected with a USB. Okay, so there are two controllers here, one at the computer end and another one at the disk end. Okay, one controller which is at the computer end, it is called as a host controller, and the end which is with a disk, it is called as a disk controller. Okay, disk controller is built on into the drive itself. Okay, or it is also called as a storage array. This controller is a controller circuit which enables the CPU to communicate with the hard disk. Okay, it is basically a it's a controller circuit. It is a okay, it is a circuit which enables the CPU to communicate with the hard disk. So okay, the CPU directly cannot communicate with a disk until and unless it has got a disk controller. So this one we have already discussed. The hard disks, so platters range from 0.85 inches to 14 inches historically, earlier days. Okay, now commonly today, as of now, the platters, we are talking about the diameters of 3.5 inches, 2.5 inches and 1.8 inches. Okay, so the capacity, storage capacity varies from 30 GB to 3 terabytes per drive. Okay, not disk, we are talking about a drive here. Okay, okay. Individual, not, we are not talking about a individual platter or a disk. Okay, performance is transfer rate, theoretical transfer rate is 6 GB per second, which is not possible. However, effective transfer rate, the real one is 1 GB per second. Even I think uh, for us it is almost impossible. All of us know how much, suppose if you want to move a movie of 2 GB from your external hard disk to the what to your computer, it takes a lot of time, probably some 5 to 10 minutes. So seek time from 3 milliseconds to 12 milliseconds. However, 9 milliseconds is a common for desktop drives. We know what is a seek time. Then average seek time measured or calculated based on 1 out of 3 tracks. So it is called as average seek time. So they measure the seek time of 3 drives, I mean 3 tracks, then the average is calculated on that. So latency based on a spindle speed. So you can see here, the more faster the spindle rotates, okay, RPM, it stands for rotations per minute. So you can see 4200 rotations per minute, the average latency in milliseconds is 7.14. If the speed increases to 5000, just try to imagine, per 1 minute the spindle is rotating at the speed of 5400. So very high speed, okay, high speed. Then the latency comes down to 5.56. Again the spindle speed increases to 7200, latency becomes 4.17. So when, if it is 10,003, if it is 15,002, so more the spindle rotates with higher speeds, the latency decreases. Why the latency decreases? Because it takes less time to come down to that particular, below the read write head. Okay, if the disk rotates at lower speed, then it takes more time for that particular sector to come below or come beneath that read write head. So that is why latency based on spindle speed, that is 60 divided by RPM. So average latency is half of the latency. Okay. So the first commercial disk drive you could see, so this is how a disk drive used to look like. Okay, in 1956, IBM RAMDAC computer included the IBM model 350 disk storage system. So the size, the capacity is of 5 megabits, that is 7-bit characters. So the access time is less than 1 second. So how many platters? 50 into 24-inch platters. Though there were 50 platters, and what is the diameter of each platter? 24 inches. So just try to imagine such a huge big platters they were. Then magnetic tapes was early secondary storage medium, evolved from open spools to cartridges. Earlier days, okay, for example, I don't know whether you must have seen the video cassettes, audio cassettes. Okay, we used to use before some 20 years back or 15 years back. Okay, so that video cassettes, audio cassettes, where the information used to be stored on the tapes, which are made up of magnetic material, relatively permanent and holds large quantities of data. Okay, and cheap also. However, the main problem with the magnetic tapes was the access time was very low. Random access 1000 times slower than the disk. So just try to imagine how slower, okay, the magnetic tapes used to be. Mainly used for backup. Currently, right now, they are mainly used for backup, storage of infrequently used data, transfer medium between systems, kept in a spool and wound or rewound past read write head. Spool in the sense, I don't know if you fly the kites, if you fly the kites, then okay, we just use that spool, okay, to hold that thread. Okay, so that is called as a spool. Okay, once data under head, transfer rates comparable. Once the data is under the head, transfer rates are comparable to the disk. So only what is a only latency time in comparison to the disk, the latency time is very high for magnetic tapes. Okay, typical storage capacity is 200 GB to 1.5 terabytes. Okay, typical storage. So this disk structure we will continue in the next video. Thank you.